Hi, I'm Ann Luna. Welcome back to another Bass Bite episode where I try to give you a digestible tidbit for the double bass in under 10 minutes. So, one of the things that I have witnessed as an issue for several of my students, and especially beginner students who maybe have been handed a bass that isn't set up very well, is the tendency to play anything that they have to press down for that's not an open string to play overly staccato because it's a lot of work. So, for example, if you're down on a C on the A string, the tendency, because these are thick old strings down here, is just to hit the note and get right off of it. Which, if you're at a higher tempo and playing, a nice bluegrass tune, right? Or just a faster tune, sounds just fine. But there's times that habit will carry over and it will make things sound choppy and disjointed. So, an exercise to help break you of this habit, or just as a reality check for yourself, you can do a self-assessment. And we're going to play a song in D with completely open strings, and then we're going to still play it in D, but in a completely closed position. So let's look at something like the chorus of Blues Stay Away From Me. So I'm going to set a metronome because the tendency also is if we're playing things overly staccato, we tend to interpret them as faster than if there's some more sustain in a note. And so there's a fine balance to this, obviously, in any song. But for our sake, I'm going to set a metronome so you can, and I'm not going to change the tempo, even if it sounds like it. So, okay, so we're just going to stay. I'm not even going to do any frills. No walks or anything, just open notes on Blues Stay Away From Me in D. So, just getting my metronome. So blues, stay away from me. Blues, why don't you let me be? I don't know why you keep haunting me. So that's letting things ring, right? So if I was playing it really staccato, same tempo, blues, it's hard not to sing it staccato too. Blues, stay away from me. Blues, why don't you let me be? I don't know why you keep haunting me. So you can see, and that was with all open strings, and I was trying to intentionally play things overly staccato, which you can see I couldn't really sing normally. Or like I have a tendency to, where you're letting things flow a little bit more if I'm playing overly staccato. So now we're going to do the same thing, but I'm going to be in a closed position. And to make this, so what we're going to do, we're going to find a D note on your A string. And so it's what would be a 5th fret. And it's actually a fairly comfortable position because my shoulder gets to drop. And you can check yourself against your open string. And that, on your bass, might be a fairly difficult note to press down depending on your setup. So anyway, we've got our D. The A is right across from it, right on the E string. So that's our 1 chord. Our 4 is right above it. So that's our G. And for the A, you could either hit this low A and reach up with your pinky for the 5 of the A, which is an E, or you can reach up with your pinky there. So, which I think is probably what I'll do, so it rings out a little bit more and gives your pinky some practice. So even just playing something in a closed position is a pretty great exercise. Okay, so get the metronome again. I'm just saying, yeah. Can I hold that down as much? And I can even switch and do an open. And you can hear the tone is different, right? So there's different overtones in an open string versus a closed. So here, I'm saying, can I do the same thing of letting things ring where I think I can sing like I would normally want to sing. Blues, stay away from me. Blues, why don't you let me be? I don't know why you keep haunting me. So you can try that with any key. D's really nice because you can play, if it's a 1-4-5 tune, right, where you have chords of D, G, and A, that you can play all open just like I did there. So it's just a simple way to check, for one, the setup on your bass. And can I get a closed position to sound as rich, as full as an open one? And there's going to be some discrepancy, right? And that's just the nature, the mechanical nature of your instrument. But see what you can do and see if it's you not holding things down as long. So I hope that's helpful. Check it out. Let me know how that goes for you, other tunes that works well for you on. And you'll be ready the next time someone also just slaps on a capo and says, we're going to do this in E flat or C sharp. So thanks so much, as always, for tuning in, and I will catch you next time.